doing a review for this book, The Queen of the Damned by Anne Rice. So it felt good to be reading an Anne Rice book again, although based on her past experience, I am concerned that I may be expecting too much from The Queen of the Damned. Will it live up to my expectations? This book didn't draw me in quickly the way that Interview with the Vampire or The Vampire Lestat did. I couldn't help missing their first-person narration, and I also found it a bit harder to get into this book as the character telling the story kept changing. However, as the book went on and different characters had longer to speak, they definitely drew me in, and I soon found myself caught up in the drama of the book. It was an interesting idea to tell so many different stories leading up to the same end point, and the variation of characters gives the world in the book bigger breadth and open fullness. The Queen of the Damned leads on from where the Vampire Lestat finished. So Lestat is found by Akasha and is taken on a journey with her. She makes him her lover and she shares her greatest powers with him. But in return, she wants more from him than he is prepared to give. This book also shows many other characters build up to this point, including new characters such as the Redhead twins, who are ancient witches who have their own beef with Akasha. Lots of characters from the other books are reunited and expanded on. Daniel and Armand's relationship held my attention. It seemed so mismatched, but I felt that it worked well. I couldn't fully get the feel of Marius, Mael, or Maharet. I felt like I couldn't get a clear vision of who they should be, and this is something I'm not used to in a Rice novel. I'm not sure how I feel about this book. I have enjoyed it, and at moments it has captivated me, but it just hasn't gripped me as much as the other two Vampire Chronicles did. I felt that I'm reading a good book, written by a great writer, as I sit at home in bed reading. Whereas when I read the other two, I was there. I was breathing it, immersed so much that I expected them to jump in through the window and join me at any moment. I didn't enjoy this book as much as I did Interview with the Vampire or The Vampire Lestat, and I've been trying to work out why. Because I did enjoy many of the different characters and bringing everyone's experience together to one point. I think, in conclusion, I just didn't take to the characters of Akasha and Maharet in particular. I wasn't convinced by them, and I couldn't feel them in the same way that I could most of the other characters. I also felt that there was a lot of build-up to meeting Akasha, and then she was a bit of an anticlimax, as was the scene when she met the rest of the vampires. There was so much discussion between the other vampires about what would happen when she got there and what she could possibly do to them. And then all she did was ramble on again briefly before getting her head knocked off. She didn't cause anyone any harm. I even felt sorry for her because everyone was giving her the cold shoulder. I found I started enjoying the book again near the end when Akasha and Maharet were gone, so I'm blaming them for my lack of fulfilment with this book. However, I will definitely be reading more of Rice's books. In fact, I can't wait to. For all my complaining about this one, it's only because I hold Rice up to such a high bar. She's written some of my favourite books. Okay, thank you.